Welcome to my loot from 500 Raksha. I have been doing this boss for a total of 42 hours, which took such a long time, but don't worry, the drops does not really impact it because I kept every single one except the greater chain, as I was pretty much, it took me such a long time that I sold them, because from one day to the next it did actually drop about 50 mil, and then I was not able to get another, but 2 days later it dropped another 25 mil. So I pretty much sold those two codexes because I just wanted the most money from that. I did not want to keep it for about 2 or 3 weeks because this did take such a long time. Now, for the inventory, this is exactly what I was using: a defender, the Lenakia spear, bruise, and jellyfish. I was using vulnerability bombs, but some kills I would use 2, others I would use 3 bombs, and of course the luck of the dwarf just for the extra proc chance, which it seemed to help a lot actually. So I don't mind getting more drops. For the equipment, I used 2-piece trim masterwork. I found that using 3-piece actually killed me more often than not, because most of the time my health would sit around 2k-ish, and then if I had that bleed, it would be extremely annoying. Then I just have the basic Zuck cape, the main hand whip, the offhand, but sadly it's only tier 85. Although I am working on getting the tier 95 version of that. I do bring that Reaver, although now that I think about it, I should have been using the champions just to get those extra crits to see if that actually could help or not. And then the laceration boots, again, since using 3-piece trim masterwork gets that set effect, that's why I just have these boots, which no longer require me having a boot switch. And lastly, my pretty much AFK action bar, although you'll notice that Barge, Backhand, and Berserk are not automatically set for. I actually manually did that because I wanted the mutated Barge, the start of P4, that way I could do like a bleed assault, and then Zerk. I manually did that mostly on P4, although if I got pretty lucky during P2, now I don't know why, it didn't really help the speed kills much. It would probably make it about 7 seconds on average, which was pretty bad, but it was worth it for me. And now, time for the auras. I did use the Berserker aura, which did average a 3 minute and 54 seconds. Brawler averaged 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Dark Magic averaged 4 minutes and 43 seconds. And Majra Aura did average 4 minutes and 52 seconds. And that was with testing each aura for 5 hours worth. I was able to get some screenshots, and right here is the first chain with a 5 minute and 2 second kill. Then, sometime later, I got a PR for 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and this was with using the Berserk aura. Then I got some fleeting boots. Then I got the second greater chain ability codex, another pair of fleeting boots. Then I got a blast of fusion boots. And then I got another PR of 3 minutes and 27 seconds. And this is just some of the screenshots I was able to do, because keeping track of it would have taken a little bit longer, and it requires a lot of screenshots as well. The very first greater chain I did get was 780 mil, in which case I pretty much spent 30 mil of that buying vulnerability bombs and Viswax, because I was having to extend my auras too many times, in which case the very next day I did get that other Greater Chain Ability Codex, but it sold for 40 mil less. In which case, I did pretty much work on my perks, and I bought Vestments Havoc top and bottom, along with 2 augmenters. That's about it. And time to perk it with pretty much almost best in slots, except I did get a Biting 2 Venom Blood because I am thinking about doing a loot video from a Raksha, so it will be beneficial to have the Venom Blood. As for the legs, I did get Impatient 4, Devoted 4, and then of course Enhanced Devoted 4. Now I can start PVMing, although I'm going to get smacked massively because of the armor rating. And we're back after 42 hours of Raksha, with getting 12 kills on average every single hour, with the exception of using the Berserker Aura, which I would usually get about 13 to 13.2 kills an hour. So let's look at all of the loot. And this is just for people who are actually hardcore iron or iron players. This is how much high alchables you're able to get, but keep in mind, since you do high alch it, the Grand Exchange does say 137 mil. But if we click this icon, it will show the high alch value, which is 144 mil. So on average, again, this is just like pure cash. So you can expect to get about 3.4 mil GP an hour from just Raksha alone due to the high alchs. Now there is one extra item, and that would be the 10,214 Black Dragonhide, which can be made into D'hide shields, which is exactly 2,553 without any procs saving your hides whatsoever, which does equal to 878,000 crafting experience, which if we want to divide that for whatever reason is 21k crafting experience per hour that Raksha is. And of course you can high alch it for an additional 27.5 mil GP per hour, which means if you also include this from the Iron Man aspect of it, you should be able to get about 4 mil GP per hour in raw cash. And then one more thing to note, you could also do the 1500 Onyx Dust into Onyx, since the Ring of Death is completely useless now. But the choice is up to you, because if you are working on the Luck of the Dwarf Relic from Road events, you will actually need 10 Onyxes. So you can choose a high alch or not. The choice is up to you. And then of course we got some low level seeds, which was the Spirit Weed Seed, 242, 115 Golden Dragon Fruit, 155 Carbola Seeds, 78 Cybernetic Scales, 386 Inert Adrenaline Crystals, which you will have to charge, 1,800 Crystal Keys, a whopping 5,564 Dinosaur Bones, almost 5,000 Soul Essence, Soul Rune, and then 3203 Light and Dark Amika. So this is just like the uniques. Now if we include the rares, let me take out all of the GP I got from selling. Ooh. And here we go. I'll scroll down a little bit. This 1.5 bill is from selling the 2 Greater Chain Codexes, and I did get 3 Blast Diffusion Boots, 2 Laceration Boots, although I don't even know if they'll sell. They'll probably sell like 300k or something. 3 Fleeting Boots, which does bring the value to 1.9 bill. And then I did get on average a unique every 50 kills, which did take me about 4 hours on average to hit that drop rate, because I did get 10 uniques, as you do see. And if we divide this everything by 42 hours, because that's how long it took me, I was able to make 45.2 mil GP per hour, getting 12 kills hourly. Could be a little bit more if I just used the Berserker order for all 42 hours, getting an additional 1 to 1.2 kills extra an hour. But that's like not realistic, because it used up so many Viswax, because the Berserker order automatically has 30 minutes. It never has a full hour, which is the biggest issue that I have found. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this loot from 500 Raksha. I know this video was long, but it did take me an extremely long amount of time to get the kills, which did take about 3 weeks worth. With that, thank you all so much for watching and enjoy. The rest of you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as it really does help